Hi, George here, and today I'll be showing you a fast and easy way to remove a background, just like that, and then replace with a new background. There we go. And I'll show how this is done in both Affinity Photo and the new Affinity by Canva. Basically the same, but I'll show you where the tools are over in Affinity Canva. Okay, the first thing I'll do is just to delete all of these layers in here and get back to the original photograph, which is this one right there. Now, Affinity has a great tool for selecting different parts of an image, and that's right over here, the Object Selection tool. And again, this is Affinity Photo 2.6 right now, 2.62. Let's click on that. It's going to think about this for a second, little stopwatch sign there. It will then give us selections based on where we place the cursor. So there's a selection of the background, and here's a foreground selection. If you want to keep that selection, just click on that. It then makes that selection. There we go. And once we have a selection, I want to come in and refine the edge of this, especially if we're working with fur or hair, anything like that. You want to refine the edge. Just click on Refine. Use the Refine tool. Now to start right here and brush just along that much. Now the first brush stroke you make here takes a little longer than the rest of them. This is just Affinity Photo thinking about this for a second and understanding the edge. Once you've done that first stroke, the rest of these strokes will go very quickly. And let's just go around and get all the different edges in here. Just like that. And the brush size I'm using, you can see here, is just a little bit larger than that edge there. So it's not too large, not too small, big enough. And what's happening here is you're telling Affinity Photo to go in and re-examine that edge. Okay, that all looks good. Now right down here, it missed a little bit where it's kind of red down there. I'm just going to brush over that a couple of times. And should I get rid of that red? There we go. That's now cleaned out. So that's basically making our selection. Now I don't want to have this selection on the background layer. Let's come down here where it says Selection. This is the output section. And make a new layer with Mask and choose Apply. We'll go ahead. We'll do that for us. There we go. Let me just move on to the Move tool here. And here's a dog with a background removed. Now this is a real nice clean selection here, as you can see. Affinity Photo is very good at doing things with hair and fur. Now I want to put a new background in here. That's real easy. We'll just put a new layer here in on top of the background layer. Now whenever you're changing your background, it helps a lot if you can keep a similar color scheme. So I have a lot of green back here. So if my new layer has a lot of green in that, it just makes it a much cleaner match. Also, we have some green under the dog's chin right down here. So keeping a green background, that works out just fine. Now, if you want to get rid of that, if you're changing this to a different look, then you may want to come in here and get rid of the green on that. And luckily, this is in a white area of fur. So I can simply desaturate that area and make that gray tones instead of green tones. And that would then match almost any background. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll bring in our new background. I have that one right over here. Notice I have a lot of green in this one as well. I'll just drag this down so it's floating. Grab that background layer, drag it over here. Close this down. Now it will come in locked if you're in Affinity Photo 2, and it will be unlocked if you're in Affinity by Canva. So just make sure it's unlocked. We can then drag this around and just drop it in place. In this instance, the images are basically the same size, not quite. Up here, I can either stretch this vertically or I can stretch it out here to fit. Either way is acceptable, whatever you want. And I'll put it right there. Let's now take this layer and drag it underneath the dog layer. And here's our dog on a brand new background. As you can see, very fast and very easy to do. Here we are over in Affinity by Canva. And just a couple of differences in here. They've changed the name of this section from Affinity Photo to Affinity Pixel, right there. If you open up a pixel-based image, it'll automatically be placed into the Pixel section, so no problem there. The main difference between the two programs is that Affinity used to have 3 separate individual programs, and they've been combined into one program, or at least into one interface here inside of Affinity by Canva: Vector, Pixel, and Layout. Right-hand side, the layers work exactly the same. No difference over here. The main difference is making the selection. Let's just get this out of the way. Making our dog selection in here on this layer. And that's right here. It's the exact same object selection tool that we have over there in Affinity Photo. It's just that the icon is a different look right here, but it works exactly the same. If you want more training here for Affinity Photo, I have a complete training course for this. I'll put a link for that at the top of the description. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you let me know by simply clicking on that thumbs up button and also subscribing to my channel. And I'll see you next time.